Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to be going over the rebuild at Tottenham Hotspur that has been slipping under the radar. But before we get started, I'd like to remind you to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as 86.5% of you guys are not subscribed. For the past 3 years, Tottenham has received a great deal of criticism for the failures of managerial appointments, bad recruitment, and an all-round messy situation. The main issue focused on was the lack of backing the managers have received, whether that be Pochettino, with the summer where we spent absolutely no money, Mourinho, where he was promised good defensive backup and we ended up with the likes of Joe Rodon, or Antonio Conte, where instead of purchasing the valuable defensive backup we needed, we ended up with the likes of Clement Longley on a loan deal. This has led to the Tottenham community having an extremely frustrated feel around it for the past few years. However, it now seems that we have reached the end of the dark, gloomy tunnel we had been stuck in for years. This is for 2 reasons. Primarily, Ange Postecoglou and his exciting, fast-paced football, and secondly, the gradual rebuild that Tottenham has been undergoing these past few years that many haven't noticed. This rebuild started in June of 2021, when Tottenham hired Fabio Paratici as their sporting director, a man who has a brilliant talent network. This first was shown with the signings of Sarr and Christian Romero, 2 young, promising footballers, the first of whom was to be sent back out on loan initially to the club he was purchased from. Returning the following year, however, he lacked game time under Antonio Conte, who played a 2-man midfield, preferring the likes of Højbjerg and Bentancur over Sarr. However, the other signing, Christian Romero, made an immediate impact at Spurs, taking the RCB position under Antonio Conte, and now under Ange Postecoglou, who has made him a vice-captain. In the January window following, Fabio Paratici decided on 2 more younger, talented players from Juventus, Kulusevski and Bentancur. Kulu made an immediate impact at Spurs, playing on the right wing in the Conte system and having a great end of the season, whilst Bentancur was similarly great in midfield, taking over the position that previously was held down by the likes of Harry Winks, Oliver Skipp, Dele Alli and Ndombele. Then came the summer window, where Tottenham looked to find a backup striker to Harry Kane, where we decided on Richarlison. The Pigeon set Tottenham back £60 million. We also ended up bringing in Bissouma from Brighton, who would get little to no game time under Conte, however has been shining brightly under Ange Postecoglou. Destiny Udogie was brought in from Udinese for only €18 million. However, he went back on loan to the club he was signed to for the season. Tottenham also signed a lot of older players such as Perisic, Forster, and even Longley to an extent. However, despite large amounts of money being spent, Tottenham were looking far worse than the season prior, despite their league position initially saying otherwise. This meant that in January, fans were begging desperately for a big signing. This came in the form of Pedro Porro for €50 million from Sporting Lisbon. The player went on to have a shaky start for Tottenham, looking good going forward but being a liability defensively. However, now, under Ange Postecoglou, he is starting to look like a real star, even in the more defensive role of right-back. Tottenham also signed Arnaut Danjuma on a loan, hijacking his deal to Everton. However, he would lack minutes under Antonio Conte, and Tottenham would end up choosing not to settle the buy option. This brings us to this summer, where the rebuild is finally looking to take shape under the management of Ange Postecoglou, whose style revolves around fast-paced attacking football. Under Ange, Tottenham looked to be a refreshed side, with many older or past players leaving such as Lucas Moura and Winks, or being forced out of the squad, such as Eric Dier, Hugo Lloris, and Ndombele. This has led to the squad looking refreshed, exciting, and energized. This summer, however, has been largely about incomings, with the likes of Brennan Johnson, James Maddison, Mickey van de Ven, Vicario, Veliz, Phillips, and Solomon coming in, all of whom are younger players who are able to fit right into the Ange Postecoglou system. Not only that, but Destiny Udogie is back from Udinese, and he has fit right into the first team and already looks to be an incredible player at just 20 years of age. Tottenham have also sold their star man, Harry Kane, this summer, which led to many believing they would struggle this season. However, I believe that as the squad were aware Harry was unhappy, Harry has likely brought down morale in the squad, and the absence of Harry Kane may actually elevate the performances of others. To conclude, now is a very exciting time to be a fan of Tottenham, with the squad looking younger than ever before, a new manager with an exciting style of football. The whole of Spurs seems to have an exciting buzz around it, and I believe that Tottenham could end up doing very well this season and for the next seasons to come. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Come on, you Spurs!